Hey guys, this is a quick market update for the week of April 20th. You've probably seen lots of stories about food waste. You've seen lots of stories about problems and challenges in the supply chain. And if you haven't heard it, you're living it. So let me give you a rundown of what I'm seeing, what to expect at least over the near term, and see maybe what we can do to be proactive as an industry. So pricing out of the Treasure Valley and out of the Northwest as a whole, jumbos, colossals, and supers are basically all about the same price. They're still in ample supply. They're still challenging to market, and you're going to see those between 4.5 and 6.5, maybe $7. The super colossals are still a little tight this time of year, so expect $7 there on a colossal. Really 5 to 5.5, and you're mostly on a jumbo is going to be 5. A medium should be between 6 and 7. Availability on that is just putting it where it drives, if you want to call $7 a premium or $6 a premium, it drives a little bit more of a premium. It's transition time. I forgot to talk about reds. The reds, 4.5, 5.5 on a jumbo, a buck down on the mediums. Whites, we're about the only ones left in the area with whites, and we're $8. Washington, they're probably 8 to 10, and it's the same thing. Everybody's pretty much getting finished up on white onions for the most part. Now, let's talk about what's happening right now. Right now is transition time. We would have had a super clean transition, and you probably heard me talk about that before. We should have had a super clean transition from the Northwest to California. Well, with the slowdown, especially with the Treasure Valley losing better than 50% of their market share, snap your fingers and the whole thing changed. And now we have taken what would have been a very, very manageable crop and turned it into a pretty long crop. We're only and have only been shipping about 70 loads per day from the Treasure Valley. Normally we're in the 120, 150 range. So significant reductions in total shipments. Next thing, California, they have delayed their startup, both because they want to stay out of our way and because the market's sucky, but also because of some rain and colder temperatures. So that's going to help the transition a little bit. However, when you get to California, the logistics, they are not built for consumers. They are not built for retail. They're built for wholesale and repackers. And so this is going to be a challenging time to get the product as you need it and in the way that you need it. Now, remember, you can still fall back on the people in the Northwest. They will still be in the picture, but it's going to be sloppier than what it would have been if COVID had not entered our world. And in so many ways, we know that that's impacting us. So growing regions, the volume in Southern California is good. The Southern Texas guys, a lot of them have chosen to bail out. They've gotten rain and they've had excuses to get out, and so they're getting out. You're not going to have the volume out of Texas that you normally would overlapping with California. That's a little bit of good news mixed in with all of this not so good, if not bad news. The San Joaquin Valley, same deal. Central Valley, California is what I'm referring to there. They are on time, ample acres. New Mexico, haven't talked to them too much, so I don't want to speak to that right now. The main thing is volatility, challenges in trying to get the product out, not because trucks, but because of circumstances with, those changes in supply chain. What to keep an eye out for, something to watch for. When we do open this economy up, there is going to be a quick jump and a very, very empty pipeline. It's going to be hard, if not impossible, to meet the demand to fill that pipeline back up. I'm not saying there's not enough onions. I'm not saying we aren't dumping onions. I'm not saying any of that. But for the short term, the near term, when that happens, we will struggle to fill the pipeline. So plan ahead. If you see things opening up and you can handle to do a little bit of speculation, buy ahead. It'll be to your advantage. Take care, guys. Be safe. Glad to work with you. Glad to share. We'll see you.